Yo, this is Regal with Trash Panda Politics. Today I want to talk to you guys about the often demonized United States Electoral College process, but really more the Electoral College itself and why I think that while it is flawed and needs reform, it is still 100% absolutely necessary. Now, of course, you're free to disagree with me, as I'm sure plenty of you will, but I look forward to hearing your viewpoints and even having further discussion, but as things currently stand, this is just how I see it. Now, for the uninitiated, the TLDR on the Electoral College is that each state is assigned a number based on population, which is how many electoral votes that state is worth. Basically, the first person to 270 Electoral College votes in a presidential election wins the presidential election. There have been times when a candidate would win the popular vote overall, but lose in electoral votes, leading to the other person winning and leaving a lot of people dissatisfied with the Electoral College, at least as it's currently constructed. And trust me, I totally get that. My retort to that would be, if we were to simply go by popular vote, the entire election will be decided by coastal populations. I like to believe that it's a well-known fact that there are many more Americans that live on the coastline of the country than in the center. However, the issue with that being not only the malcontent of middle Americans, but also the fact that the center of America is arguably the most valuable. The United States of America currently has the most arable land on Earth, specifically in the Midwest and the central United States where a lot of farming takes place. Now, I would personally argue that it's far simpler for someone from the countryside to adjust to a city and city life as compared to someone making the adjustment from the city to the countryside. Granted, that's just my opinion, and I am biased since I live in a more rural area myself, but the differences between living in the city and living in the country are pretty vast regardless to what you're adjusting to. My whole point in saying that being, if the United States were to base presidential elections solely on the popular vote, candidates would shift from trying to win over entire states to simply trying to win over the major cities. Now, if you believe that somebody raised in, let's just say, Los Angeles knows what's best for people who live a completely different lifestyle and are consistently doing things many city people don't even know about, well, let's just say you'll have to convince me on that one. And the same could be said in the reverse. People from the countryside don't have the same issues as people in the city do. But if the presidential election were decided purely on the popular vote, as many have claimed they would like it to be, why would any candidate care what people outside of New York City, Los Angeles, Chicago, San Francisco, Houston, Austin, Dallas, Philadelphia, DC, etc. even think? And why would any politician even go to some states with no major city in it, such as Montana? Now, do I believe that there should be some adjustment or changes to the Electoral College? Yeah, probably. I think it's fair to say that enough people have grievance with how it operates currently that some form of change is likely needed in the near future. Now, I don't have the answers on how that should necessarily go, or what that change should look like. But if we're talking about getting rid of the Electoral College altogether, that would lead to the United States of America becoming the United City-States of America, and the latter is a country that I personally do not wish to live in. The whole reason the Founding Fathers set the process up this way is to avoid mob rule. So, in my opinion, I don't think that we should reform this until we come up with something better. I do not believe that we should just simply get rid of it. However, that is simply my opinion. I'd love to hear from you guys down below. But this has been Regal from Trash Panda Politics, signing out.